welcome back this week to another Autism Labs recording. And we have something special that I think is a surprise to me. And I finally figured something out that took me a really long time, but I want to share with you what I learned. It's about it takes more than great people. So here are a few examples you might be familiar with. You find that perfect high school senior to support your special needs team. Yay! They show up on time, they click with your kid, and they even take them out into the community to have fun together. But then they graduate and head off to college. Or you find that wonderful college undergrad who builds a real relationship with your child and loves working weekends. Oh my gosh. But then they disappear for winter break, spring break, summer break, and finals week. So you add an older adult to your team, and she truly loves your young adult, your young child, enjoys the indoor activities, and even cooks. But long walks and more physical activities are a bit too taxing. Now, even if you find that unicorn who checks every single box I just mentioned, or that you may have on your checklist, they still get sick, they need breaks, and they top out at 40 hours a week. And over time, they might get a little complacent, or they might feel isolated working one-on-one, or they might realize there isn't much of a career path just working with your son or daughter. So what's the solution? I used to think it was simply building a large enough team with a strong leader who could cultivate the right culture. And that surely does matter a lot, but it's not enough. One of my favorite authors that I've talked about before is James Clear, who wrote Atomic Habits. And one of the quotes from that book is, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." But for families like ours, I think it's more like this. You don't rise to the level of your people. You fall to the level of your adaptable supports and your flexible systems for them and for their friends. I've seen programs with incredible people, beautiful facilities, and really impressive fundraising that still struggle or even fail to serve higher support teens and adults because the adaptable supports aren't truly in place. It starts with ongoing, honest, open communication between the staff, the leadership, parents, teachers, therapists, doctors, and most importantly, your child and their friends, even if they're nonverbal and people assume they don't understand. We all know you can still communicate with them. And it requires supports that are actually tailored to your child and their buddies, and that are dynamic enough to adjust to a specific day, hour, or even minute. Things like flexible goal setting, adjustable progress tracking, safeguards that still allow appropriate challenge, yes, challenge and growth, and the right interventions at the right time. Behavior supports, exercise, variety, and clear expectations. This goes beyond the ideal staffing ratio and backups when that staff person's out. It's about constant vigilance and awareness, knowing your child and who they're interacting with well enough to sense a mood shift and head off escalating behavior before it gets out of hand. Now, none of this is easy. It's not just a program or a binder on a shelf. It's a mix of intuition and science, human love and proven tools, experimentation and adaptation, intentional work, because our kids can change moment to moment. That's why doing this alone, or even with another parent or couple parents, can be exhausting and frustrating. Why the right team and the right friend group, supported by the right flexible systems, can make such a difference. It really takes a tribe. And that's what we're building here in Austin, because none of us were issued an instruction manual, and our kids definitely did not come with a overheated battery warning light. So what approaches have worked best for your family, at home or away from home, to support your complex needs child and keep everyone else steady too? Please let us know. You can email me, you can text me. We'll put all that in the call notes. And until next week, have a wonderful, glorious, and happy week ahead. See ya.